Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Attraction Marketing and Mindset Mastery. My name is Diane Hochman, and I am very excited to be here with you tonight. Thanks for coming down for this call or webinar, whatever we're on. Kathy, I don't know what we're on anymore. What are we on, Kathy? Did I lose her? Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Oh, you guys can? Did I lose Kathy? Kathy, I can't lose you. You have to come back. Well, in any case, we're here tonight. I got some great stuff I want to share with you tonight. I want to introduce you to a couple people. First, I have the great Duke Romke on the line. Duke, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome. How are you guys?
Good. Is it nice and warm down there? He lives down south. He's a southern, tall Asian guy. I don't know what to describe you as, Duke. Is it nice down there? There you go.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir. 72. Got this little tan on my face.
All right, I don't like you anymore. Shut up. Shantae, I know it's not that nice where you live. Shantae, how are you, honey?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good. Guys, this is Shantae Epps. She's a beautiful, beautiful, babylicious babe. I shouldn't say that. Your husband's going to be like, what is she up to? If you guys haven't met her before, I'll pull up their blogs in a few minutes so you guys can get to know them. Shantae lives in my hometown in Brooklyn, New York. Yay, Brooklyn. She lives like right close to where I grew up, so it's like old home when I talk to you. In fact, I got to send you down like Church Avenue, and I need to know if certain things are still there.
I know, I keep forgetting.
There's this one bakery that I'm for like 30 years I've been wanting something from them, so I got to see if they're there. I strongly doubt it, but anyway. Kathy, are you back?
Diane?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you in and out. You sound very funny. Are you on the phone now?
I am on the phone. I was on the phone before, but for some reason it just like died, and so I had to call back in.
Well, I'm glad you're here because I got nervous.
Caller.
Luckily, Duke and Shantae, they watched over me because I was nervous. I wasn't sure if I knew what I was doing. And
Good thing.
Cool. Hey, Kath, what I asked everybody to do is I just said hi to everybody. People were still plowing on. I just asked if they would just give me a shout-out in the Q&A box, if they'd say hi and all that good stuff. Would you take a glance and see if you see anybody writing to me? Well, I'm just pulling up a couple things that I want to go over.
Oh, yeah,
with people
everybody's
and talk
saying
about.
hi to you, Diane.
Are they?
Yeah, Bruce is saying hi, and Julie is here saying hi, and Lynn and Sue and Shane and Linda Cromar is here, and Melody Cantner and Deline and all kinds of wonderful people.
Delene's here? Hi. Deline, brilliant Deline is here? All
yes,
right.
She's here. And she says lots of love coming your way.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
And Michelle's here, and
good. Anybody?
Crystal's excited.
Crystal's here? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm playing against a big internet marketing rock star tonight. I didn't know he was talking right now. So the fact that you guys are here either means you don't know what's going on out there, or you just like me. And either way, I feel good. So I'll take either one I can get. All right, let's get down to business, guys. I got a couple of things I want to share with you tonight, and then I'm gonna lay into them, Kathy.
Okay.
Can you imagine if somebody said, I'm about to give you a really hard time, and you just sat there for it? It's kind of weird. But I'm about to give you a really hard time. So if you want to leave the webinar now, I think, Duke, isn't it fair to give them like fair warning? Don't you think? It's like the right thing to do.
Yeah, I think so. It's good to do.
I think it's fair, right? You know, that way afterwards they can't complain about me. You know, she told me she was going to do it. It's like your dad. If you don't clean your room, you're not going to the party tonight, and then you didn't clean your room. He gave you fair warning, man.
That's right.
He gave you fair warning. Now, Tom keeps raising his hand. I put them down and they're up again. See if Tom needs anything. I think he's all right, but.
Oh, there's nothing in the box.
Okay, good. Hey, Tom, we worked on your blog today. I'll fill you in tomorrow on what's going on. So anyway. First of all, I'm really excited, guys. If you haven't heard about it yet, let me just bring this up. This week launched, it was like the soft secret launch. No, it's not a product launch. No, it's not a company launch. It's the launch of something spectacular, the Home Business Radio Network. Put together by a many-year radio veteran and many-year industry veteran, Doug Firebaugh. I'm really excited to be involved with this. You might want to write down Home Business radionetwork.com. It is not 100%. We haven't even put out all the viral stuff yet. We're just making sure the software's all working, everything's all working. Guys, you can listen to it on your computer in the background while you're working and stuff, or you can download the mobile app and you can run around on your iPhone or Android, and you can take Hochman with you everywhere you go. It's frightening, isn't it, guys? It's truly, truly frightening. But seriously, I'm extremely excited to be involved with this. I actually have 2 shows, one in the morning. It's called Diane in the Morning, Kathy. I don't know if you've heard it yet.
It's really a great title, Diane.
Yeah, it's like Imus in the Morning from back in the day.
Yes.
Shantae,
Yes.
are you old enough to remember Imus in the Morning from New York? No. I don't know if I lost her. Shantae, you still there? She ran away. Whatever. But anyway, growing up in New York in the 70s, Imus in the Morning was huge. She's still on TV now. So I'm Diane in the Morning, and then I also have an evening show. So we're covering mindset. We're covering marketing, attraction marketing, social media marketing. Absolutely looking for people to give me feedback because we're doing this every day. So I need a lot of topics and a lot of ideas. So definitely hit me up. There you go. Do you remember Imus in the Morning? You're too young, aren't you? She didn't remember. Anyway, he was a big deal when I was a kid on the radio. So that's going on. I'm real excited to be working with some of the most incredible people in the industry. I'll just run down real quick. Chris and Josephine Gross, who run Networking Times, which is our incredible industry publication. Zig Ziglar, these are recordings of Zig to the best of my knowledge. I don't think he's actually doing the show. Maybe he will. Tom is also involved, his son. Nikki and Grace from the Direct Selling Women's Association. My old buddy Johnny Fogg. Right, Kathy? My old buddy Johnny Fogg. We get into trouble together. They keep us apart. The teacher separates us. Ray Higdon, you guys all know the great Ray Higdon. Todd Falcone, who's one of my newest buddy. He's actually going to be coming to one of our webinars real soon. Todd is just incredible. Troy Dooley, who does the news desk. If you guys don't know Troy, he always has the lowdown on everything that's going on in the industry. Hot blonde chick right here. Hot blonde chick. Laugh, guys. Laugh. Me. Stephen Pierce, major marketing force, brilliant guy. Julianne Jones, I had the pleasure of sharing the platform with her last year. The girl is direct sales, monster party plan, amazing, just sales trainer. She's great. Terry Petrovic just went on company cruise with Terry. He's awesome and also saved me when I had a sunburn. So you got to listen to Terry because he helped me out. Eldon Beard, guys, the guy knows his stuff. You guys got to, listen to Eldon. And then, of course, Paul Cohen, Kimberly Rhodes, Chris and Bob. These guys are doing like all kinds of internet marketing stuff. I've known Bob for years. I don't really know Chris, but I listened to their show. It's pretty great. Charlize, you guys have probably seen around Facebook, social network marketing show. Our own lovely Kristen Darkewald, and I think Princess does a few barks on the show just for good measure. Susan Baker, John Hayes, Rachel, who is also part of our attraction marketing group. She also was just featured on Radio BBC over in the UK. She has a brand new book out. I know she's probably not here tonight because she's sleeping. We'll bring her to you guys maybe on a afternoon edition when it's the evening their time, but Rachel's incredible. And, of course, there's Dougie Fresh, Doug Firebaugh, and Paul Sanders, who is the gentleman that started this whole thing with Doug. So very excited about it. It's just going to be expanding. In fact, we're missing Todd. Oh, no, I said Falcone. Yeah, very excited about this. This is going to be expanding. This thing is running 24 hours a day around the globe. It's shows, business shows, and then in the middle we have some music for you guys. So great stuff. If you haven't hit it up yet, homebusinessradionetwork.com. And I'd really appreciate it if you'd give it a tweet, or give it a Facebook share and all that good stuff. Put it through your social media bookmarking stuff. It would help us out a lot in the launch. More news on that to come. Now, are you guys ready?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
You're always ready, Kathy. You're
Yes,
always
I am.
ready. I didn't even introduce you properly. Guys, this is a great Kathy Heath. I don't think I did. Guys, tonight I got in the mood. I got in the mood this afternoon. Now, Duke and Shantae, they're newer to me. You know, they're awesome, working closely with these two brilliant, brilliant individuals. And then Kathy's been with me for a long time. In fact, Kathy, I beat you up a little bit today, didn't
Yeah, you did. I loved it too.
I? You were begging for it.
Actually, you're right. I was.
Well, you don't go, you don't call up Hochman and go, oh, this or that. And not that Kathy was complaining, she wasn't, but she was in a quagmire, right? A quagmire. That might be the word of the day. And I just like let it rip because, guys, here's the deal. Okay, I'm just gonna take you, down into the depths. Okay, everybody has all that junk in their head that is telling them the 27,000 reasons why they can't or they shouldn't or they this or they that. The old, I'm making quotes with my fingers, the old who am I to? Who am I to call a conference call or a webinar at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm in the mood and get a bunch of you bozos to show up? I'm saying that with like extreme love to all you guys. Thank you for being here. But who am I? Aren't you supposed to schedule it a week in advance? Aren't you supposed to give people proper notice? Aren't you supposed to do this? Aren't you supposed to have a PowerPoint presentation ready? Who the heck am I to just go, I feel like doing a webinar tonight and putting it out and expecting people to show up? I don't know, I'm just Diane, and I started doing it a long time ago. Who was I to make some videos teaching people about what I knew? Now, here's the key. I want you guys to get this. I never tried to teach them about what I didn't know, and I never tried to make believe I was who I wasn't. Okay, I hate that. I hate it. People get involved in attraction marketing, which we're going to talk about in a minute. They get on the internet, and then they make up these blogs. Network marketing expertise for your home business. And they've never recruited a soul. And then they wonder why they're having a hard time. And it's not that they can't or shouldn't have a beautiful blog. It's not that they can or shouldn't be teaching, training, and helping other people that are behind them on the road. But what you don't want to do is try to teach. I love when people are coaching me, Kathy. I've had that a lot lately recently. I'll put something on Facebook.
Me too.
People who have never, made any progress in their business, they coach me. It's very helpful. They coach me. If we haven't met before, in fact, I haven't told everybody my story. I'm looking down the list, and most of you guys know me. But, I've been in the industry for 12 years. I started out by accident. I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't know what network marketing was. I didn't know what a home business was. My cousin sold me some diet pills. I was fat. I wanted to be skinny. I took them. They started to work. I thought, this is cool. He invited me to a meeting. I thought I was going to like a Weight Watchers meeting. It turned out to be an opportunity meeting. And the crazy chick named Diane sat in the back of the room, crossed her arms across her chest, and went, this is it. I'm going to get skinny, and I'm going to get rich. Well, I got skinny, then I got fat again. And then I got skinny again, and then I got fat again. But the money part stuck, so it worked out. It's been, and I'll probably get skinny again. I'm kind of like, I'm cutting back now. I'm doing pretty good. I want to look good in April. I got 2 big things coming up in April. I want to look hot, so I'm trying. No, don't send me your pitches. I already got my own shakes and junk. Don't send me yours. Everybody's like pitching me lately. Here's 90-day challenge. Okay, leave me alone. I've been selling weight loss and doing challenges since you were in knee pants, kids. So listen, who was I to go out and make videos? If you go over to YouTube, you can find my videos and trainings from back in 2007. You can find, if you go on my blog alone, we're on my blog here. Guys, if you haven't subscribed here, put your name in. It's DianeHochman.com. I'm very obnoxious, so I know a lot of stuff that can help you. Put in your email and I'll send you some. Or were you hoping for yet another ebook or video course? Because that I don't got. I'm the only one that's not going to teach you how to get 50 leads a day. The only one. You know what? You're not going to get any leads. I'm scrolling down. You're not going to get any leads if you don't learn how to control your mind. So let me show you. And go, and go, and go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yes, I'm going to teach you something, really I am. We're just laying the foundation. Okay, we may never get down to the bottom of the blog because I have so much junk on here, Kathy.
I see that.
Okay, if you go here, archives, we go back to March 2006. So I kind of been hanging out in the social media, world for a little while. Somebody asked me today about MySpace. I started laughing. Remember when MySpace was all the rage, the masters of MySpace? Uh-oh, part of my blog just, oh, there it goes. Everybody's getting seasick. Woo! All right. If you were to go to Twitter, you'd find I have 17,000 million followers or whatever over there. On Facebook, I got a decent 5,000 fans. I really use my profile most, so I don't use my page that much. Look how close I am, Kathy. 4,935. I'm only 65 people away from 5,000. Guys, you got to share my page, man. You got to help me hit 5,000. That just excited me. I didn't realize I was there. But over at YouTube, I have like 6,700 subscribers, which is unheard of. Unheard of for our industry. Everybody else, there we go, 6,780, so I'm closing in on 7,000. So I've been scooting around the social media world for a while, and I've been posting on a blog for a long time, and I've been making videos for a long time. But here's the deal. And I had a discussion with many people over the last couple of days, clients and students and so on. Write this word down. Congruent. Congruent. I don't know how to spell it. I do know how to spell it, but you know how to spell it. If not, look it up. Congruent. You guys remember in I don't know when it was, in middle school or something, you'd start to learn about geometry, and you learn about congruent shapes. What did any of you guys in the peanut gallery over here, do any of you guys remember what that means? Congruent?
For triangles and same sides.
Yeah, if we had two congruent triangles, what were they? They were what?
The same.
They were the same, right? They were the same. You'd have two congruent triangles. So congruency for you. Congruency means when you're balanced on both sides. So, for example, if you just got started and you just got started and you get a blog made because, you were told you needed a blog and you decided, hey, you're a doer, you're going for it, and you go get a blog. But you write on the blog stuff like how to get 50 leads a day. And you've never generated 2 leads a day. In your mind knows that that thing that you wrote is not true. So it's incongruent. If you are, and I'm gonna save you like agony. I'm gonna fix you right now. So I want you guys to get excited. If Kathy, this is good, right?
It's very good.
Yeah, what we're gonna do, because I know you know the road I'm going down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you feel in your subconscious, in your soul, in your gut, we're talking down solar plexus in your gut. If you feel incongruent in your gut, you will sabotage all progress that you could possibly make. Wait a minute, Diane. I got all the stuff. I got the blog. I got by the way, I want you guys to notice how imperfect my blog is. Notice that it's not all lined up because I keep changing it. I'm supposed to have a video over here. I've never gotten around to making it. If you were to poke through my blog, you'd find all kinds of incongruencies. You'd find all kinds of broken links and messed up stuff. But she's a guru. She was just voted #1 female in the home business industry by her peers. Who cares? Okay? You'll find all kinds of junk, problems, little internet glitches. For all you engineers out there, I would make you insane. So how in the world can she, in the afternoon, go, hey, I think I'll say a few words tonight, and a whole bunch of people show up? How in the world can she get voted #1 female by her peers in a, in a non-scientific, completely I'll say it myself. It's the truth. You know, how can she speak on all the big stages at the events and so on and so forth? You know, how could that be? And the answer is because I've always guarded myself and made sure that anything that fell from my lips or anything that fell from my fingers, meaning anything I typed out, article, whatever, was congruent with where I was in my progress in my marketing career. So, and so if you listen to me for any period of time, you will hear me make fun of myself. You will hear me diminish myself. And you have no idea how often I get a letter from someone. Duke, this would make you giggle because Duke knows me pretty well now. He's been hanging out with me for a while.
Yeah.
They write me a letter and they go, Diane, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You really shouldn't beat yourself up. It's okay. We love you. Now, Duke, you've been in some pretty intense phone calls with me. Do you think I have a self-image issue?
No.
No. Okay. What people don't understand is the reason why I'll poke fun and my nickname given to me by the great Tom DeMeo, who's here with us tonight, is my nickname is the Digital Dingbat. And I call these lessons and things I do webinars gone wild because I often blow them up. That's why Kathy's over. Kathy has the control panel, or Edward often does, whoever, because they have to watch me because gosh knows I'm going to blow something up. Because if I made believe I was a technical expert, I would be incongruent. I am a big name marketer. I'm so full of myself tonight, Kathy. You guys got to understand I'm mocking myself out. I'm sitting here in pajamas in my spare bedroom with a headset on and glasses shoved in here because I can't see anymore. And it's just like comical, and a ponytail on the top of my head. Ooh, big marketer chick. Ooh. Guys, I have to be congruent. My source, the reason why I can sound so large and so big and I can roar, I said I'd roar tonight. I am still going to beat you up, so don't worry. Wait, Jillian's here. What's the matter? Okay, that's great, but I'm on a webinar with like hundreds of people listening to me now. Jillian is wearing her Snuggie, or Snuggly, Kathy, that I bought her for Christmas.
Aw.
It's leopard skin.
I love you all.
Leopard print. She loves you
picture.
all. That's my 18-year-old daughter. Yes, I do run a home business. By the way, the rules say you're not allowed to talk to your daughter during a webinar. I don't follow the rules. So get out. How's that for love? Children brought up in the home business industry. Guys, I have to be congruent, because if I'm not congruent, if I lie, what happens is, see, this is what you're going through, and I go through it too, even at this stage of my career. If I lie, if I make it out like I'm a big hotshot in these different areas that I know I'm a moron in, what happens is my mind starts going, they're going to find out. And I start to get worried that people will find out and they will think I'm a fraud. So I learned a long time ago that if you tell the truth with force and conviction, people will forgive you your weaknesses and focus on your strengths. Now, I'm going to say that again in different words because you have to hear this. Alice Flanders, who's on the line tonight, I'm talking to you right now. I'm not afraid to call you out in public because I think you're a nice lady and I see you trying hard. I want you for the next week to focus in on what you're good at. I don't care if you're good at tweezing your eyebrows, honey. I don't know what it is. You know, you might be good at petting your dog. You might be good at whatever it is. I want you to focus on what you're good at. Maybe you're just a nice person. And instead of focusing on what's hard or what's confusing, the average person that wants to start making money in the home business industry, by the way, I am going to get to attraction marketing and online stuff in a second. But you see, if I don't fix you with this, you're going to spend a lot of money and lose a lot of time trying to be something that you're not. And even if you get down the road a little bit, sooner or later, you will somehow, some way stop your progress because subconsciously you feel so incongruent, you feel so false, and you are going to be so petrified that people will find out you're not all that, that you think you're supposed to be, that you will collapse. Now, what good is doing all that work if you collapse, gang? So the reason why I've always been transparent, and in this world of social media, you have to be transparent because people can see pretty much, I mean, probably there's someone right now that probably figured out how to remote control my webcam and can see what I'm wearing. Oh, she really doesn't have a ponytail. Yeah, I do, but, you know, or whatever. If somebody sits with me at one of my seminars and sees me trying to run the technology, if I tried to make believe I was this big shot technical person, and then they saw me, they would lose all faith in me. And what I imagine, that fear that I would have, would come true. It would be false. So here's the deal. Who was I to start posting on a blog back then? Who was I to get up at my company and start doing trainings? Who was I? I was just Diane, somebody who wanted a future, who wanted to build a financial wall around her family, who believed that there had to be at least one person in the room that I could help, and it was my job to help them. Do you believe that there is at least one person out on Facebook, out on Twitter, in your neighborhood, locally, that you were born to help? If there's just one person, aren't you obligated to start to learn about marketing or continue to learn about marketing? And aren't you obligated to drop the ego? Ego goes both ways. Ego's when you think you're all that, too much, and ego's when you think you're not enough. Isn't it time to drop the ego, drop the self-drama, and decide to get down to business, not only because your family, your kids, you know, whoever you love is counting on you and looking to you to lead the way. Some of you guys are going, well, my husband's negative. So was mine, but he was still counting on me to lead the way. He's pretty darn happy now, right, Gav? Mm-hmm. He's pretty darn happy now. You know, back then he was like, it's a scam. It's not a scam. But there's somebody waiting for you. And this isn't about hits, clicks, analytics, and all that stuff, although that stuff is important. This is about you becoming congruent and moving forward with your voice and with your message about you, what you are meant to tell people. I was meant to talk to people about being home with their kids. My daughter just walked into this room. She's a product of my making the sacrifice and learning this stuff and having been here. I've been home since she was 6 years old. I regret that I wasn't home for the first 6 years. What could I have done with her if I had been home the whole time? Now, am I saying every mother has to be home? No. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Am I saying this, that, or, you know, whatever? No. You got to find your way. But for me, that was my way, and I think that I have a message. And I look at people like Rachel McGregor, who's over in the UK, and I hope she's snuggly-duggly in her bed right now. She has one little girl, and she wants more children. My job is to do anything I can to help Rachel. Period. Whose job, what job do you have? Who are you meant to help? Who are you born to help? I have Duke on the line tonight, guys. Duke is you got a doctoral degree in physical therapy. Is that true, Duke?
Yeah, it's true.
It's a doctoral degree. So, I'm like dorky girl over here, and I'm sitting next to a doctor, okay? And he's master physical therapist. Duke, how much did you have to spend to get that degree?
Over about 150 grand.
Yeah. So here's a young man. He wants to start off his life. He wants to be a professional. He follows the route that we were all taught. But he has $150,000 worth of weight on his shoulders in his 20s. in his 20s. And it's just, can you imagine? I'm thinking about like, Kath, I'm thinking about like weight plates, you know, like if you were to go to the gym. And I'm just thinking about like 150,000 of them sitting on top of him, and that weight, and that young people in this country and around the world, should they have to be saddled with that just to become educated so that they can serve people? I mean, a physical therapist serves and heals people. Isn't it insane that he has to take that on in order to do this incredible thing that he wants to do for people? It's crazy. So when I look at a Duke, I see all this potential because there's that voice that he can use not only to help young people learn that they can do a home business during school or after school, but also to help parents understand that if you could create extra income with a home business, you wouldn't have to, your kids may not have to take those loans, or you might not have to finance it. You might not have to do this. It's just a huge message for a guy like Duke that he can share. And what I want you guys to understand is, so who is Duke to share that message? He's not. Duke, are you a big MLM hotshot yet?
No.
Not yet. He's a great guy. He's a brilliant guy. I love him. I wouldn't have him here if I didn't think he was terrific. And he's smart and well-spoken, and he knows a lot about a lot of stuff. But he's not the big home business guru yet. And I do say yet for a reason. But, guys, does he have, you know, who is he to share his message? Who is he to attract a crowd to hear what he has to say? He's Duke Robke. And he's lived it. And he has reason to speak. And as long as he's congruent, as long as he doesn't say, I generated 392 leads today, well, you might have, but as long as he doesn't say this stuff, which is not true, and as long as he's congruent, he can go to the moon. And that's what I did. I was just congruent, and I talked about what my mission was, where I was going, and I taught people about stuff that I learned that they hadn't learned yet. I didn't try to teach them about what I didn't know. To this day, I don't. And I could. I can make 4 million courses and sell them for, you know, a bunch of money and slap my name on them. And do you know that you actually can buy what's called PLR, private label rights? I could go buy a course from someone else, slap my name on it, and say it was mine. But I don't. Because sooner or later somebody would ask me a question about it, and then I'd be like, I have no idea. So let's get down. I hope this helps you guys. There's no reason why you can't today step out and start using the attraction marketing techniques that we are using, as long as you stay congruent. If you've been hesitating, if you've been holding yourself back, if you've been thinking you're not enough or that you don't know enough, it's time to ditch that. It's time to ditch it, because there's people waiting for you. I look at Shantae, and she has beautiful kids, and she's just like doing everything she can. She's dynamic. In fact, let me bring her up. Bring her up over here. See, when I touch the computer, I get nervous, Kathy. Then I'm gonna, is she here? I'll show you guys a picture. I'll bring up Duke too. Okay, I mean, look, I think her pop-up thing is going to come. She's got this great blog, and what she does is she teaches and trains on what she already knows. She's not trying to make believe she's, you know, some, I don't know, maybe you are an SEO expert or something, but whatever. She's talking about what, right? Not yet. She's talking about, you know, like prospect leads, which is best for your page. She's done both. So she's sharing her experience. I've tried this, I've tried that. You know, if you guys have tried something, there's no reason why you can't share your experience. Duke, is your site cool to put up? Is it? I haven't looked at it, so okay. I just want to make sure there's nothing weird there. The naked pictures are gone. Good, you took those down on my advice. Yeah. Guys, Duke didn't know that when you come over on this side, I'm brutal. Oh, look, it looks so good. I haven't seen it in a little bit. I love it. There he is.
Oh, wow.
It looks good. He's done stuff to it. It looks really
Yeah.
good. So, guys, and you know, I love this because he's sharing, you know, the toolbox of all the tools he's discovered and some tactical training on what he's learned. Whoops. Um, you know, um, you know, all this stuff that he's learned, leadership mindset, which he's very into. Ooh, water cooler talk. Oh, it's reviews. I was going to say, what's going on over here? Is there like secret Hochman stuff or something? Okay. So, you know, he's got a great deal going on. He's got some action. He's got some traffic. I can see that he does. So, you know, this is like really good stuff. And I'm excited. And then, of course, we'll bring up Gorgeous over here before we move into what I want to show you guys tonight. Come on, do. Come on, Nellie. My internet has been very fussy, and my computer has been very fussy, and put that two together, it's not been happy. Although you're loading slow, baby. See, here's hot stuff over here. See her here, and you know, what do you do when you just don't feel like working? I mean, she's sharing that. How many people have a home business? They're working. Chantal, you're working a full-time job. You're doing your business, right? So this is helpful to somebody like you. Get home, the kids are, you know, wanting this and that. And now it's 9 o'clock, they're in bed, and it's like Hochman wants you to be on a conference call. What do you do when that goes on? So
Oh, gosh.
you guys can see what's going on. Notice that all their sites have a very different look, a different feel. There is no right way. There is no wrong way. Everybody thinks it has to be a certain way. So I want to talk to you about attraction marketing. And let's see if we can do this. Again, I get very, very nervous when I start doing stuff. Okay. I do not have slides. I have no time to make them. If you want fancy slides, you'll have to go to another webinar. It's really simple, guys. There's all kinds of neat tricks. There's all kinds of fancy stuff that you can learn as you go along. Do I know some super cool tricks? Of course I do. I've been doing this for a long time. Kathy, do you know some super cool tricks?
Absolutely.
Yep. Duke and Chantal, you guys are newer, but you've been around the block. Do you guys know some cool? Duke taught me a bunch of cool tricks, so you know some cool tricks.
Yeah.
Chantal, I'm sure you know a few, right?
Yep.
So that just, guys, did you just pick them up as you went along?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, there's no like secret place that you go where they have all the tricks, you know. And then the other thing that's important to understand is that the tricks are going to change.
Yeah.
Internet stuff is going to change. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you guys don't know Gary, you got to check him out. Gary Vaynerchuk wrote the book Crush It. He said, I was listening to an audio from him yesterday, and he said something like, in 2012, every 48 hours, we are pumping out more information and content that was created since the beginning of time till 2002 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that every 48 hours we are pumping out as a society more information than was pumped out between, you know, the Big Bang or whatever, you know, whatever your beliefs are, however you want it, you know. However, when the Earth began up until 2002, that's pretty insane. And if I quoted it wrong, send your hate letters to Kathy at kathyheath.com. She'll be happy to answer your letters with the big fat. I just spit on my microphone. So, guys, it's really simple. Here's what you do. You dangle bait. Okay. Now, what does that mean? How many of you guys have ever gone fishing? Duke, you into fishing at all?
Not really.
Not really. Come on, you live down south. You got to go fishing. Isn't that what you people do? I'm kidding.
Yeah, sometimes.
Now, Shantae, I used to go, Shore Parkway used to be Corvettes. I don't know what's over there now. I'm much older than you, but we used to go fishing behind Corvettes in New York City where we probably had green fish with an extra eyeball, but it seemed fun when I was a kid. But you can go fishing in Brooklyn. You're right on the ocean. You can go down the beach. Kathy, y'all go fishing in Perrysburg at all?
We live 2 blocks from the river, so
There you go.
Yeah.
Go fishing? Okay. So, guys, when you go fishing, what do? You put the right bait on the hook for the kind of fish you want to catch. Now, this is not rocket scientist. Everybody's like, oh, it's so hard to make an offer, and it's so hard, and it's so hard. I don't know if if you've never gone fishing, okay, I'll give you a pass on this, but most of you guys at some point in your life went fishing or know someone who went fishing. You put the right bait on the hook to catch the kind of fish you want. If I want stay-at-home moms, I'm not going to put looking to escape from your corporate job on the hook. Hello? Right? This is not complicated. So when I show you the marketing system that we use and I talk about it, and I'm going to tell you guys something special tonight, a lot of people, they get in there and they get so overwhelmed. It's not hard. They give you the bait. As you get more experience, you can make up your own. Like these guys have their own bait on their hooks, their little opt-ins on their site and stuff. They got their own bait because they know what they're doing. But if you're brand new and you ain't got no bait, I'm going to show you where the bait store is. Okay? And Callie, this is new. I never did this before, huh? This is new. This is new analogies, new word pictures.
Yep.
So you get the bait. Okay? And that would be, how to get 50 leads a day, how to do this, how to do that. I baited you tonight. You got an email or you saw it on Facebook. I dropped bait. You showed up. You bit. Silly people. Okay. If I didn't drop the bait, you wouldn't be here. Okay. You drop bait. You can drop bait anytime. You can go on Facebook right now and drop some bait. Then you drop the hook. So you dangle the bait. You put the bait on the hook. I'm not saying this good. Whatever. You dangle it. You drop the hook into the right pool. Okay? Here's another mistake that people make. I'm breaking this down to stupid simple. Because I'm tired of listening to people go, I don't know. You're more than that, people. You're more than that. And the reason why you do that, I'm so confused, I don't know stuff. Now, some of you guys are like, she's not talking to me because I'm not like that. I know. But if I'm not talking to you, I promise you, you have people underneath you that have this syndrome going on. So listen to me, and then you can go back and approach them and, talk to them about it maybe a little differently. I'm a little aggressive. But what can I tell you? I was shy for the whole major part of my life. Up until about 34, I was so shy, it's not even funny. So I'm making up for lost time. What can I tell you guys? I'm going to be 45 soon. I'm getting old. Okay. So you drop the hook into the right pool. See, a lot of people, what they do is they run around, they got the wrong bait on the wrong hook, and then they go drop it in the pool of Aunt Mary. They try to sign up Aunt Mary. And then Aunt Mary violently rejects them and never invites them to Thanksgiving dinner again, and they sit in the corner and they cry. Aunt Mary wasn't the right pool. You were dangling the wrong bait, and it got funky. Okay, nobody likes that funky feeling of rejection and stuff. But if you learn to be an attraction marketer, and P.S. and by the way, I am not saying you should not learn the traditional skills. If you are in network marketing, some of you guys are really interested in affiliate marketing. I do a lot of affiliate marketing. But if you are in a network marketing opportunity, do you need to learn how to make a presentation? Yes. Do you need to contact your circle of influence? Yes. I have videos on cool ways to do that don't embarrass you. Do you need to learn how to speak to someone? Do you need to learn how to prospect? Absolutely 100%. But I'm talking about marketing, learning how to be a marketer, not a salesperson, not a solicitor. You get the bait, you drop the hook in the right pool. Now, there are pools all over the internet. Facebook is one of them. Twitter is one of them. There's all different forums and places where all the hungry fishies are swimming around. And then they bite. Kathy, I'm making this up by the seat of my pants. I have no idea what I'm going to say next. So,
I'm loving it.
yeah, they bite, okay? They bite. They either opt in or they call you or they write to you. Shantae, this is very relevant to what you asked me about today.
Right.
Okay? You asked me, you said, hey, I got this lady and here's what went on. So they bite. And then you reel them in. And then you look at them and you decide, is this a keeper, a potential keeper, or do you want to throw them back? Whoops. Space. Okay. Now, here's where we go with this. Okay. If they tell you within the first 30 seconds of your conversation everything that's wrong with them. I got a letter yesterday from a guy. Literally 3 sentences of I'm broke, I'm this, I'm disabled, I'm this, I'm that, I think I got a hole in my head, I got an extra big toe, I have leaky earwax, you know, it's just like, it was really a stunning letter. And if you could just pay for me to get started, I'll gladly pay you back.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I want to sign that guy. Okay. You gotta decide, do I wanna hang on to them? Or do I want to throw them back? Okay? If they're problematic, you throw them back. And then if you want to keep them, what you need to figure out by talking to them is basically, if a fish is too small, right, to eat, that's bad. If the fish is too small, you might want to throw it in a, you know, your own little farm pool or something like that. Are they too small? Meaning, are they not ready, or are they not prepped, or so on? Or are they ready? And the way you do that is you put them through a presentation and so on to show them what you got. And if they got a lot of drama and questions, they're too little, just keep putting them back, you know, and let them swim around a little bit more and grow and so on. Show them more information, bring them down to another webinar or class or something. But when they're ready, they're ready. And what's really neat is if you're doing this enough, if you're doing this like all the time, with the processes that I show you, then what happens is the fish are like literally, you don't even got to dangle the bait no more. They're just jumping in they're jumping in your boat. It's like I just go, I think I'm going to do, and they're jumping in the boat before I even say what I'm doing. Because it's weird. It's weird. I mean, it's like they smell me. Kathy, they smell me coming from miles away. It's like sharks, blood, you know, Hochman's coming to town. What happens... Here's what happens, is as you go along and you get bigger and bigger, you start to smell like money. And when people smell money, they go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you're busy going, I don't know if I'm enough, you don't smell like money. You smell like, well, as Sarah would say, my younger daughter, poop, okay? If you smell like poop, people move away, okay? If you smell like money, people come running after you. So this is the process of attraction marketing. It's very, very simple. Now, here's what's cool. Everybody goes, well, that's great. I get this, but how do I do it? Well, that's the reason why I've aligned myself with My Lead System Pro. Like it, don't like it, maybe you're in it, maybe you're not in it. I'm going to show you some stuff tonight. But the reason why I can do this all on my own. I'm pretty darn skilled. But the average person, when they get started, they don't know what bait works, okay? They don't know what kind of capture page to use. They don't know what kind of copy to use. They don't know what kind of headline to use. You know, I've been learning for 12 years. I know how to do it. I don't need a tool to do it. But the people that get started with me need a tool. I need something to train them, teach them, and give them the tools that they need so I can groom them up and bring them up. They need to learn how to write a headline. They need to learn how to write a proper email. They need to learn how to capture a lead. They need to learn how to build a list. Guys, if you want the surest way, we're running out of time. I got to wrap it up, Kev. If you want the surest way to give yourself financial security. Okay, I should save this. I'm going to save this because I never, let me just make a new one. Yes, save. We'll save it as fish. If you want the surest way, see, everybody's looking for a program or they're looking for a product that's going to solve their problem. Here's what's going to solve your problem. A list. If you build a list of fish, okay, you learn how to dangle bait and you get people, hang on, let's move this over. See, this is Kathy, kathyheath.com, and people fill in their name and their email. She captures them. And when she captures them, they're on her list, okay? And if you get really serious about every day capturing as many people as you can and getting more skilled about how do I capture more people. Here's mine. They're all over. Guys, I'm so serious about capturing people. You can't go anywhere on this blog. If you're on any particular post, there's an opt-in form on the bottom. I'm constantly telling people everywhere I just meet them and I'm like, hey, are you on my list? Hey, put your name and email in. Hey, are you on the list? Because I want to capture them. See, I'm pointing at the screen again, Kathy. They can't see me doing it. It's kind of dumb. See, they're everywhere. They're all over the place. I'm capturing people. Every word that rolls out of my mouth is, hey, my site's DianeHochman.com. It's Hochman. Go over, put your name and email in so I can send you out some cool stuff. I am so serious about my list and about capturing people because, guys, here's what you got to get. When you learn how to do this, you get to write an email, and you got to get a little skilled at it, and you got to learn. In the beginning, you use what's called swipe copy. You know, there's letters pre-written for you. But when you get good, you do like I did yesterday. Send out an email, make a grand or two. Wouldn't you like to know that you have the security of this list that belongs to you? So that when Junior comes home and says, like my daughter just came home, hey, we're going, and she goes to a special school for the arts. She's a performer. She goes, hey, I only need $900 for the New York trip. And I go, okay, let me write an email. And then I go, there's $1,500, a few extra for spending. Have a ball. You guys, I'm so passionate about teaching this to people and getting them out of this non-congruent place where they're worried. You don't have to be this, that, and the next thing to do this. I've been building a list since 2000. We didn't have the internet and all this stuff the same way. I have, sitting on my desk right now, is a card file box. It's green. It's a 5x8 card file box filled with cards from back then. I won't throw them away because you never throw away a list of names, addresses, and phone numbers. I don't even remember who most of these people are. I'm picking up cards right now, looking at them going, who the hell is that? So I don't even remember who most of them are because this is from 10, 12 years ago. But guys, I was building a list from the get-go because that's what businesses do. Why not you? Is it time to let go of the incongruency? I don't know if that's a word, incongruent thought process. Is it time to stop thinking that you have to be something more than you are? If you know anything, if you were on this call tonight, you know more than most people. You don't need a fancy-dancy blog. I started out with a blogger blog. I didn't change it until like a year and a half ago. I was already like all over the map. Everybody knew who I was all over social media, all over the internet. I still had a blogger blog like an idiot. Why? Because I didn't know how to do WordPress. It was hard back then. It's easier now. You know, I didn't have this, that, the next thing, and fancy junk. All I knew is I needed to build a list. Heck, I can even show you. I'll give you a bonus technique that you can build a list without a capture page, without a website, without nothing. I did it. By the way, I was on if you guys know who Jordan Schultz and Adam Chandler are, big internet marketers. I mumbled my secret about building a list without all the sites and stuff, and they freaked out in the middle of their webinar. Jordan was like, repeat that. And I'm not saying it now, Kathy. I'm making them wait. I'm not going to say it tonight. But Jordan was like, can you say that again? And then he's like, that can't be true. I'm like, it's true. Go try it. And he was like, oh, my gosh. He never knew the secret. I know old lady secrets. They're good. So let's cut to the chase, guys. It's very simple. 99% of you that are on the call tonight were invited by me. A handful of you were invited by Kathy Heath. I think I looked at the list. Maybe there might be a couple other you that were invited by someone else, but this was a last-minute call, so I really only went out to my list. What I want to show you is do you guys like win-win things? What do you guys, Shantae and Duke, what do you guys think? Win-win?
I think win-win's good.
Win-win's good. I like win-win, or win-win-win is even better, like if there's 3 parties involved. I like win-win. I've been heavily involved with My Lead System Pro, which I'll bring up. if you're on my blog, you just hit MLSP or dianehochman.com/MLSP. I'll put it up in a minute. Since August, September, okay, I've been, some people call me the queen of attraction marketing. I don't know if I'd say that, but a lot of people, know me in the attraction marketing arena. I studied and was trained by one of the same guys as Mike Dillard. I kind of know my stuff. And I've been working with these guys, and I got to tell you, they have everything that you could ever want. I don't even know how to use half of it, but all I know is that I make a lot of money with them, and it works. And that's what I was giving Kathy a hard time about today, because Kathy's an experienced marketer, and we were talking about something. I was like, why aren't you just using that stuff? And she's like, I'd say the same thing to Rachel McGregor all the time, and Rachel Henke was just saying to me, I just forget to use it because we had to learn to do it on our own. But the tools that these guys have, some of you guys are involved in this already, either with me or with someone else. If you're with someone else, God bless, I'm glad you were here tonight. Go back and dig in and pay attention and learn how to build this list and build these multiple streams of income, which I'm not covering tonight. You can build a lot of streams of income here, guys. My 1099s are rolling in right now, and it's like every day there's a stack of them. It's ridiculous how many tax forms I'm getting, which, I guess it's a great thing, but when you have to pay taxes, it's not so great, but it's all good. I always prayed to have to pay a lot of taxes. So I am about to hit their Leadership 4 level, and that's a very good thing. Very few people have ever done it. There's only a handful of people that are at L4 have ever hit it, and I am very close to hitting it. So I am heavily invested in inviting people to take a trial with us. And if you take a trial, 14-day trial, not only, the first thing we're going to do for you is, I hope nobody wrote anything weird, Kathy. I hope nobody wrote anything weird. I hope nobody wrote anything weird. First thing we're going to do is get you into our Attraction Marketing Mastermind group that we have here on Facebook. There's 148 of us right now. I just deleted someone today because they were bad. So there's about 150 of us in here, including several top-notch marketers that really know what they're doing. If you get on the trial, you get to come in here as well for 14 days, ask your questions, get as much help as you need. Kathy, when I say that there's help pretty much 24 hours a day, would you say that that's a true statement?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because we've got leaders here in the U.S. in all the time zone, and we've got leaders overseas who are awake when the U.S. is sleeping. So yeah, 24/7. There's always somebody there.
And then we have Rebecca that never sleeps because she's really an alien.
That's true.
She's an alien. She never sleeps. I don't know when she does. So
I don't either.
There's help pretty much 24 hours a day. So it's pretty cool. There's help with Lead System Pro, but this is kind of at a higher level, and also it's more of a grooming. I'm constantly working with people on their thought process, on their attitude, etc. Guys, I promise you, if you have tried this stuff before and you have not done well, it wasn't the tools or the system. It's the way you're thinking. And if you work with me, I will not let you get away with continuing to think like that. I will wrap my arms around you and I will hug you as I correct you, because you're more than that. Anybody can do this. I did this, and I'm a dingbat, and I'm not kidding, and I'm not fooling around when I tell you what a hard time. In fact, I was just talking to Duke about helping me with some technical stuff because it's just very, very hard for me. So you get 14 days trial of the site itself. You get 14 days with us here in the Attraction Marketing, our Attraction Marketing Masters group. Now, wait, there's more, Kathy. Wait, there's more. And just for checking it out, I'm going to give you the elusive, but I can't let anybody see where it is. This thing right here is the elusive cash. This is unlisted. No, you can't go to my channel and find it. It's secret. It's hidden. You can't search for it. You can't get it. The Cash Copy Clinic, guys, it's a 2-hour training where I show people how I write these emails that make me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I break it down to, again, to the stupid simple. Shantae, are you still here?
I am.
Are you noticing real differences in your writing lately?
Yes. A big difference.
She's getting response. She's really changing it up. I would say I would bet on, for Shantae, I don't think it'll be more than a month before she writes a letter that is six slam dunk. She's very close now, so I mean it could be a week or two, but I don't want to put pressure on you, girl. But you have it. You have the formula, and then it's just practice. So, guys, for coming to the trial, I'm going to give you the Cash Copy Clinic. Now, here's the deal, and then I will close, and I'll be done. I don't get credit for nothing until, or Kathy or whoever you're with, don't get credit for nothing until you actually stay for the 15th day, the day that your membership actually goes off the trial and onto the real trial. When you hit your 15th day, if you don't cancel, and please do cancel if you're not happy. There's 4 free steak knives with every order. Every time I go into a pitch, Kathy, it makes me laugh. But wait, there's more. Okay, if you stay, if you like me, if you really, really like me, if you hang out, if you really want to get this type of training and grooming, obviously you get to come to all the private stuff, and your back office gets loaded with, training from me. But I'm going to give you, Kathy doesn't know this, she's going to freak out.
Yeah, I am.
You're going to freak out when you hear it.
I am.
You're going to, this is unfortunately, yeah, this is a lot of people are going to ask me. This is for my folks only. If you're with Kathy Heath, I'll give you a deal. If you're with someone else, talk to me. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I need to hit my next level, because I need a gold star. I'm going to give you a full 20 days worth of, we did in December, we did a training called the December Intensive. And this was a expensive, high-level, very intense experience that we went through live. And there's over 40 hours worth of training here. And if you stay for the 15th day, I will give you that as my gift to you for committing to yourself.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
That is a huge deal.
Wow. I have to have it. I got 14 days, so I have to have it thrown up on a site where people can grab it properly, because I was just giving them to people on my blog. But it's marketing soup to nuts. I mean, it ain't called intensive for nothing. So it's something that you can throw on your iPod, and you can listen during your commute as you come and go, as all that type of stuff. Again, if you're frontline, I didn't announce this or have other people promote this call because it was really only to go to my list. But if you're with Kathy, we'll take care of you. We'll figure it out. If you're with someone else, if you are already an MLSP, I'll be frank, and I'm not supposed to say this, and we'll bleep this from the recording of this thing. Go get another account and another email. Stay for a month. It'll cost you $50, and you can have the whole thing. Okay, so for those of you that are elsewhere, I'm not trying to steal you. I don't want you to come over. But truthfully, I'll be frank, it would not be a stupid investment to spend $50 a month to come hang out with me, But do what's right, and, we never want to do anything unethical or weird. But it would cost you $50 to get all of it. So that's it. By Kathy's gasp. I don't have time to keep going into all of it, and if you want to hang out for a minute, I'll stay and answer your questions, but let me show you where the link is, and I'm done. I'm happy to answer questions. It's DianeHochman.com/MLSP will get you there, and then up on the upper right, you're just going to click on, it says like sign up or something like that. I don't know. What's it say, Kathy? It says something good.
I think it says join.
Let's see what it says. DianeHochman.com/MLSP, and then it says join now. If you want to see a full presentation on everything that the system does, please watch it. It's great. It shows you, this thing gives you everything. There is nothing in here that you can say that it doesn't have. It has everything. The only thing it doesn't have is you can't build sales pages in here, and we have a solution for that too that we can hook you up with. So for 45 days for free, and then if you get enough referrals, it's free forever. So, but other than that, and if you're new, you're not up to that yet. But it has everything. So it's DianeHochman.com/MLSP. If you're into that, do it. I'll be in touch with you. I'll put you in the group, etc. If you're not into that, thank you for coming tonight anyway. I appreciate you guys. I love doing training and stuff. And guys, get congruent. There's tons of things you could teach someone, help someone with, tons of things that you could be doing now without putting yourself into a compromising position. If you speak from your heart with the intention of helping people, if you speak without the agenda of quote unquote trying to get people, you'll be stunned at how attractive you become. If you'd like to go on the deep inside and really learn all about the list building, split testing, and all that other stuff, we have that for you. So I am done. I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you for being here.